Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Jared Goff's Rams.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, kill. There we go, kill.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now gone. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They are going for it. Goff. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, it's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. To throw on second down is gone. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So they're operating in the red zone. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So just 1 yard to go here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Freeman again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. You know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. In motion is Austin Hooper. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, kill.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's Goff. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, This is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 20. In motion is Austin Hooper. They toss to Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On third down, that's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. In motion is Austin Hooper. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he cuts right. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 47 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some.
People to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw. Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down. Goff on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Back now in Los Angeles. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brennan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now the pitch to Freeman. Finds a seam inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Goff, escaping the pressure right, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final minute. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this foot. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now a toss right. Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Now that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense because any second and short situation, you anticipate the run and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a first down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. It's Freeman, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? Getting it out left side to Sanu. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he got